Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to EKC 367 lecture. Okay, today we will continue our previous lecture from hazard survey and also hazard checklist. Okay, you already learned about process hazard checklist and also hazard surveys. So for now, during this class, we will continue with HAZOP studies. What is HAZOP? Okay, so in this class, so on. Okay, this is what is it mean by HAZOP studies. Okay, HAZOP from the word hazard and operability. Okay, HAZOP. Okay, HAZOP. Okay, this is where it come from, HAZOP studies. Okay, so HAZOP is a formal procedure. Okay, to identify hazard in chemical process safety. Change. Okay, this is a formal procedure to identify hazard. Okay, it is very effective in identifying hazard and well accepted by industry. Okay, so the basic idea is we try to find what is the possible way in many ways. Okay, all hazard can exist in many ways. Okay, so we try to consider all the possible ways that process and operational failures can occur. Okay, so how we can consider all these possible ways? Okay, so HAZOP studies will use some word, okay, some guideline words to identify what is the possible ways these all hazard can occur. Okay, so for a specific piece of equipment, okay, when you're dealing with HAZOP studies, okay, the HAZOP studies result can suggest a various event of hazard. Okay, various event of hazard can be suggested. So it also can determine the event occurrence. It can determine how the event could occur, and also it can determine the event level of risk. Okay, all these possible consequences can be suggested in your HAZOP studies. Okay, so what do you need for your HAZOP studies? Okay, so for the detail, or what do you need for before you can conduct your HAZOP studies, you can start with your PFD. All right, everyone are already familiar with PFD, right? Okay, in your integrated design project, you already have your PFDs. Okay, process flow diagrams. Then you have your PNIDs. Okay, don't don't make a mistake between PFD and PNID. Okay, you have your PFD, then you have your PNID. Okay, after you got your PFD and PNID, you could also have your detailed equipment spec. Okay, your material of construction, and also mass and energy balance. Basically, material of construction have been detailed out in your equipment specification. Okay, so some project or some equipment already have their mass and energy balance. So through all this information or through all this document, you could do your HAZOP studies. Okay, you could do your HAZOP. So in your integrated design, you have your process flow, you have your PNID, you have your equipment specification, material construction, and also mass and energy balance. So all this information already been gathered by you in your integrated design project. So it is not possible to conduct the HAZOP studies in your integrated design project. So HAZOP studies, okay, for a specific piece of equipment, we revise back. Okay, various events are suggested. Okay, what event? Various event. Okay, what is it mean by various event? All right. So here, various event is okay mean by hazards. Okay, various hazards are suggested. Okay, so you will determine the occurrence of the hazard. Okay, then you can determine how the hazard could occur. Okay, the occurrence, then how it could occur before you can determine the level of risk of this hazard. Okay, so basically hazard study is all about hazard, what hazard could be occur, what the occurrence, okay, what the hazard that occur, and how it could occur, and what level, okay, what level of risk this hazard could occur. So all these information or elements must be listed or must be tabulated in your hazard studies. Okay, later on we will see what is the procedure, or how these hazard studies or how the hazard procedures can be conducted. Okay.